U.S. military reinstates SETI to check for aliens on newfound planets. Could it be that the U.S. military are becoming nervous about what they could discover out there, hence their dependence now heavily being on SETI, search for extraterrestrial intelligence, to help discover if any of the exoplanets they have discovered over the last so many years could actually have alien life on them? SETI have proudly announced that they are officially back up and running and working with the U.S. government, military in order to seek out life on NASA's exoplanets, discovered by the impressive Kepler telescope. Please click here. The main aim of SETI's involvement is to determine whether or not any of these newfound worlds have alien civilizations living on them. The funds needed to restart SETI's important efforts has come in part from the U.S. Air Force Space Command, who are interested in using the organization's detection instruments for space situational awareness. This is a superb opportunity for SETI observations. For the first time, we can point our telescopes at stars, and know that those stars actually host planetary systems, including at least one that begins to approximate an Earth analog in the habitable zone around its host star. That's the type of world that might be home to a civilization capable of building radio transmitters. Could it be that the U.S. military may even be keen to discover where our extraterrestrial visitors are traveling from? This could very well be the case. After all, the U.S. military have been sending numerous rockets up for long periods of time without any clear explanation. One space rocket even spent 2 years out in space, again with no clear explanation off NASA as to what they are up to. Please click here for more. Since the release of the planet-hunting space telescope, Kepler, NASA have built up quite an impressive list of potential habitable planets. NASA's recent find, Kepler 452b, has kicked up quite a fuss, as this planet is the closest yet to the conditions here on Earth and is a planet which is up to 60 larger than and 1.5 billion years older. Could it be that these finds concern the U.S. military about what kind of civilizations could be out there? Even though other planets such as Kepler 452b are about 1,400 light-years away, who's to say these potential planets do not have the technology and capabilities to travel the vastness of space? SETI have officially stated that they are being financed by the U.S. military, which is rather intriguing after losing official endorsement, funding off the U.S. government not that long ago, with the suggestion being made that they wanted SETI shut down, and things seem very different now. SETI have recently declared online the restart of SETI work at the ITA has been made possible thanks to the interest and generosity of the public who supported SETI research via the http://www.setistars.org website. Additional funds necessary for observatory reactivation and operations are being provided by the United States Air Force as part of a formal assessment of the instrument's utility for space situational awareness and U.I.P. Summary: the U.S. government has shunned the fact that they are paying SETI to search for alien life, and have said that they are merely helping to support with potentially keeping a clear eye on where all of their spacecrafts are. Space situational awareness sounds a little more serious than just monitoring NASA's space traffic. After doing a little research on this new funding by the U.S. military for SETI's support and help, it is very clear that the U.S. government has done a complete U-turn on searching for extraterrestrial life. The U.S. government not so long declared their lack of interest or desire to work with SETI anymore. Then along comes numerous potential habitable planets, and the US military are soon running back to the experts with their tails in between their legs asking for help and assistance in determining exactly what could be out there. The thing our world leaders, scientists and generals need to realize is that any potential ET beings out there might be that advanced that they no longer depend on radio signals to communicate, so any efforts by SETI could quite possibly end up being completely pointless and… But who's to say that any beings out there who have yet to discover planet Earth, unlike ET visitors in the sky, are not soon to be awoken by our planet-hunting ways? One thing is clear, NASA and the US military are becoming very cautious about life beyond Earth, and perhaps they already know where the aliens live, and this bit of news is set to sway us from the truth. Us guys at you. PR pretty damn sure that some of these recently found exoplanets may know where we are in the universe, and it's important to not assume that other worlds out these have not yet discovered how to travel the vastness of space.